Hey guys, it's COREROSS, and today we're testing the 6 nerfs that Blackbeard is getting in the next season of Rainbow Six Siege. And of course, Nerfbeard has returned, the ongoing joke that Blackbeard is always getting nerfed. And I'm amazed that has continued after, of course, his rework, and he's now getting potentially nerfed into the ground, just like his old self was back in the day. So today we're going to test everything that has changed with before and after examples, and this is either going to help you eliminate Blackbeard easier, as a lot of these changes make him more vulnerable, and then on the flip side, if you want to actually play as Blackbeard, this video will hopefully show you how to mitigate those changes. And of course, if you are a Blackbeard main, this video may change your mind about that. You might even rage quit the actual game itself. So anyway, let's get testing. And the first thing we'll look at is the nerf to Blackbeard's reload animation. So right now in game, this is what Blackbeard's reload looks like. His shield stays extended, but it moves away from his body to the side. And this means as a Blackbeard player, you can simply rotate when you do your reload to keep yourself mostly protected from the enemy. But still, it gives the defender an opportunity to attack during his reload to potentially eliminate him. And then with the new version, the shield collapses down to the smallest configuration during the reload, making him, of course, far more vulnerable because of this. And then to rub salt into the wound, his magazine capacity for his assault rifle has been decreased to 20 rounds, meaning he will be reloading more often. So I do think this is a significant nerf. I've also had plenty of people commenting about how this is just an illogical change, because why would the shield decrease in size during the reload? It doesn't make any sense. And of course the reason is that it's just simply a balance change, so this is why they're doing it, but it does kind of break that illusion that you are playing some sort of elite soldier if he does something that seems really dumb. Next up, we've got a very mechanical change, and this one is subtle but easily could lead to your death because it's all about your head protection as Blackbeard. And essentially what's happened is someone has sabotaged Blackbeard's shield with a weaker spring than it previously had, resulting in the face shield coming up slower, and it's actually quite significant amount of time, around about half a second slower. And for the most part in gameplay, you might not actually notice the difference right off the bat. But of course, this could mean the difference between a bullet hitting the shield or hitting the head. And of course, in Rainbow Six Siege, one bullet to the head, you are eliminated. And in the side-by-side comparison, you really get to see how big of a difference there is here. And this will end up with, of course, a lot more dead Blackbeards. Next up, we have a change that's going to impact all shield operators, as the animation for throwing things like frag grenades or smoke grenades has changed with the shields. So right now with Blackbeard shield in the live servers, you'll see that when you use a throwable, your shield gets tilted to the side, revealing part of your leg and arm, and potentially making you more vulnerable during this short animation. And honestly, I think right now this looks pretty reasonable, pretty realistic. And then we have the new one, which is significantly different, actually far more than I was expecting it to be with initial testing. So as you can see, when he throws stuff, the shield stays vertical, but it actually sinks and clips into the ground now, revealing Blackbeard's head, and actually no longer exposes the leg at all. I'll also note that if you're simply holding the grenade in your hand, preparing to throw it, his shield also lowers, revealing his head. So if you're a shield operator, you want to not hold on to any throwable item for a significant amount of time, because you might just give the enemy a free headshot. And then during testing, I was able to headshot Blackbeard while he was throwing a grenade, and I think this would be doable in gameplay for high skilled players to achieve. However, I doubt that we'll see this happen that often. And then we've got the last two changes that we're going to test together, because these are both to do with repelling in via windows. So first of all, in the live game, you can quick enter a full barricade, doing a surprise attack on the enemy players within. You can also aim down sights while you're doing this, making you very lethal, but also you've still got significant protection from your shield while doing this. But when it comes to the new version, both of these abilities have been removed, so you'll now need to melee the window a couple of times before you can enter, giving anyone inside plenty warning. And then when it comes to aiming down sights while you're doing the quick enter via repel, you can no longer aim. It will force you out of that, so at least you're getting the full protection, however you've lost the lethality. And then you have the downside that, of course, if you want to aim and shoot, you'll have to go through the animation where the shield drops in front of his head, whereas previously, of course, you could come in ready and primed and now you cannot. And that's us tested all the nerfs that Blackbeard's getting this season. So we'll go into a quick conclusion. I'll start by just going over what is changing. So of course, the 6 nerfs that he's getting is the reduced magazine size for his gun, the general change to shield operators where they'll become more vulnerable when throwing something. Then we have the ADS change, which means when he un-ADSes, his shield takes longer to come back up, about half a second longer. Then we have the reload change where he's more vulnerable, the removal of the ability for him to just barrel roll in through a solid window while repelling, meaning no more surprise attacks, and then physically forcing him out of aiming down sights while doing a quick entry via repel on a window. So overall, of course, I'm extremely surprised about this, and it brings back just old school memories of Blackbeard getting nerfed season after season, and to have 6 nerfs in one season for Blackbeard here, I'm amazed. And I'd like to say I think that he's in a good place and this is where the nerfs will stop, but the reality is I do wonder if the nerfs will continue from here on out, just like the old days. They did say in their designer notes that with Blackbeard's previous nerfs, it actually did not impact his kill to death ratio, and they still seen him doing really well. So I'm assuming that's why they've really hit him this time, and I do expect this to significantly impact his performance. Even though some of the stuff here is relatively small, I think when they're all bundled together, they're going to have a relatively decent impact on him. And it shows that shield operators in Rainbow Six Siege are extremely difficult to get right, and especially one that can use an assault rifle. Anyway guys, let me know what you think about these changes in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time.